It started like every other emergency call, frantic voices from a terrified community, desperate for help as gunshots echoed through the night. But on that lonely stretch of road in Zamfara state, help would soon walk straight into a deadly trap. On January 19, troops of the Nigerian army attached to Operation Fansan Yama were on their way to answer a distress call from villagers under attack. The mission was clear: move fast, protect lives, and push back the bandits who have turned the northwest into a battlefield. What the soldiers didn't know was that armed men were already watching their every move. As the convoy advanced along the Bingi-Kekunwaje-Guso road, silence suddenly gave way to chaos. Gunfire erupted from multiple directions. The troops had been ambushed. According to the Nigerian army, the attackers were bandits believed to be operating from nearby forests, men familiar with the terrain, using the road as a killing zone. In the exchange that followed, 5 soldiers and 1 police officer were fatally wounded, paying what the military described as the supreme sacrifice in the line of duty. The fallen officers were part of Operation Fansan Yama, a counter-insurgency task force battling banditry, kidnapping, and violent raids across Zamfara and neighboring states. Their deaths sent shockwaves through security circles and local communities already exhausted by years of violence. Army spokesperson Captain David Adewusi later confirmed the incident, describing it as a brutal ambush that occurred while troops were responding to the emergency call. Despite being caught off guard, the soldiers reportedly fought back with determination, refusing to retreat even under intense fire. What made the attack more chilling was the timing. Just days earlier, security forces had carried out a series of successful operations against bandit camps across Zamfara. Those victories may have set the stage for a bloody revenge. As dawn broke over the troubled state, questions lingered in the air. Was this a calculated retaliation? And how deep does the bandit network really run? Fresh details later revealed that the ambush was far from random. Military sources believe the attack was a calculated retaliation by bandits angered by recent losses suffered at the hands of security forces. Captain David Adewusi disclosed that between January 17 and 19, troops under Sector 2 of Operation Fansan Yama, working with the Mobile Strike Team and the DIA Tactical Support Team, had launched coordinated raids across Birnin Magaji and Anka local government areas of Zamfara state. The operations targeted known bandit hideouts deep inside the forest. During those raids, several armed men were neutralized, while 3 high-profile suspects, Isia Kwakwatawa, Ibrahim Dan Musulu, and Makau Lamba Goma, were arrested. Security forces also recovered dangerous weapons, including 1 PKT machine gun, 5 AK-47 rifles, loaded magazines, 7.62mm ammunition, communication radios, and 3 motorcycles believed to be used for attacks and quick escapes. Military intelligence suggests the losses dealt to the criminal groups hit key cells within the bandit network. Enraged and seeking revenge, the armed groups allegedly regrouped and planned a counter-strike, choosing to ambush troops responding to civilian distress as payback. That plan unfolded at Gidan Wagni, where the returning combat team of Operation Fansan Yama came under heavy fire. Despite the surprise attack, the troops reportedly fought back fiercely, killing 4 terrorists on the spot, while several others escaped into the forest with gunshot wounds. In the heat of the exchange, however, the military suffered painful losses. 5 soldiers and 1 police officer were killed, a blow that underscored the deadly risks security operatives face daily in Zamfara's battlefields. Following the attack, reinforcements from the 1 Brigade Quick Reaction Force stationed at forward operating bases in Kanoma and Kekunwaje were immediately deployed. Led by the brigade commander himself, the troops launched a strong counterattack, forcing the bandits to retreat into the surrounding forest. But as the smoke cleared, intelligence reports began to surface, reports that hinted the battle may have left powerful figures wounded. Hours after the gunfire died down, intelligence reports painted a clearer and more disturbing picture of what really happened in the forest. According to military sources, several notorious bandit leaders did not escape the clash unscathed. Among those said to have sustained serious gunshot injuries were Janwiya and Alhaji Bello, identified as the second in command to the feared bandit kingpin, Kachala Soja. Security officials believe the injuries inflicted on these figures may weaken the bandits' operational strength in the short term, but they warn that such groups often regroup quickly, using fear and reprisals to reassert control over rural communities. Zamfara state remains one of the epicenters of banditry in Nigeria's northwest. For years, armed groups operating from vast forests have carried out cattle rustling, mass kidnappings for ransom, village raids, and brutal killings. The violence has spilled across borders into neighboring Katsina, Kaduna, and Niger states, creating a regional security nightmare. Despite repeated military offensives and recorded successes, the terrain continues to favor the attackers. Long, isolated rural roads and thick forests provide perfect cover for ambushes, a tactic the bandits have mastered. Security convoys, especially those responding to emergency calls, are often forced to move quickly through dangerous corridors, making them vulnerable to surprise attacks. The Zamfara ambush once again highlights the deadly cost of this war. While communities rely on the military for protection, soldiers and police officers are paying with their lives on the front lines. The deaths of the 6 operatives have renewed calls for improved intelligence, better equipment, and stronger community collaboration to prevent future attacks. As families mourn fallen heroes and villages remain on edge, one reality stands out. In Zamfara's forests and forgotten roads, the battle is far from over, and every distress call could be another trap waiting to be sprung. The Zamfara ambush is not just another headline. It is a painful reminder of the human cost of Nigeria's long war against banditry. Behind every casualty figure is a family left to grieve, children who may never see their parents again, and communities trapped between fear and survival. For the soldiers and police officers on the front lines, every call for help is a gamble with death, taken in the hope of saving strangers. While the military continues to record tactical victories, the persistence of ambush attacks shows that the fight is far from won. Bandits know the land, exploit weak points, and strike when least expected. Until intelligence gathering improves, rural roads are secured, and forest hideouts are fully dismantled, these deadly encounters may continue to repeat themselves. For residents of Zamfara and the wider northwest, peace still feels distant. Yet, amid the violence, the bravery of fallen operatives stands as a reminder that the battle is being fought by real people, not just uniforms. Their sacrifice underscores an urgent truth. Nigeria's security crisis demands more than reaction. It requires sustained action, accountability, and a clear strategy to end the bloodshed once and for all.